Hello students, myself Jyoti from SDKL GAB Centenary Senior Secondary Public School Mansa, Punjab is with you to discuss the topic causes of central problems of economy from chapter 1st Introduction NCERT in the subject economics. So let's discuss the central problems of economy. What are its causes? Actually, students, central problems of economy is the problem of choice. So here we are going to discuss the causes, the reasons behind arising the problem of choice. But before starting this topic, let's discuss from the very beginning. Students, we all do economic activities. What are economic activities? Economic activities are related to production, distribution, exchange, and consumption of goods and services. And the main aim of every economic activity is the production of goods and services with a view to make them available to the consumers. So all these are economic activities which are related to the profit making, to the distribution, to the exchange and the consumption of goods and services. So students, when an economic activity is done, then the further arise the problem that human wants are unlimited. As we have discussed earlier, that human wants are unlimited, and you are clearly observing that one need of a consumer, one need of a person is satisfied. He goes, he wants, the other want to be satisfied. The human wants are unlimited, and on the other hand, the resources which are used to satisfy the wants are limited. Not only the resources are limited, but they have alternative uses, and this fact is true for consumer, for producer, as well as government. Students, suppose a consumer wants to satisfy the multiple wants, we can say shopping, DVD, and want to spend holidays, and the money with him or her is limited. On the other hand, government wants to satisfy, to implement the social welfare, but the national resources with government are also limited, but it can be used for multiple uses like schools, for providing health facilities as well as providing defense facilities. And this fact is also true for the producer, that producer has limited sources for production like labor, land, capital, and entrepreneur, but these limited sources can be used for multiple production of goods and services. So what is the outcome of discussion? That resources are limited and have alternative uses. So students, let's discuss these facts by comparing them. That is, human wants are we can say limitless or unlimited on one side, and resources are limited on the other side. So there arises a problem which is named as scarcity. So scarcity is a fundamental economic problem that forces consumers and producers to use the resources wisely. So scarcity means resources are limited, so each one wants to use them rationally. Now, when the resources are limited and can be put into multiple uses, and we want to satisfy unlimited wants from these limited sources, then there is a turn to sacrifice something. And in economics, it is called opportunity cost. So opportunity cost is what is given up, what is being sacrificed to achieve an opportunity. We can take an example, students. Suppose you study late night in for the preparation your final exams, then the next day you are very sleepy, and what is your opportunity cost, what is your sacrifice, is a good night sleep. So everyone has to sacrifice to gain an opportunity, whether it is a business, government, or individual. Suppose business has selected to produce new computers, go for new workers, and the office party, then they have to sacrifice the new fax, the delivery van, and pay for boss. And on the other side, the government wants to give unemployment benefits, weapons, then it has to sacrifice the new roads, or we can say hospital beds. And individual, if want to purchase t-shirt or want to go for a holiday, then he or she has to sacrifice the dvt or fixing the roof. So there is always opportunity cost, means what is given up means sacrifice to achieve the other opportunity. Now sum up this discussion in the form of this flow chart. Students, we have started with wants are unlimited, and wants are unlimited, and on the other hand resources are limited, and resources have alternative uses too. This leads to the problem of scarcity of resources, which leads to the problem of choice. Now the problem of choice is the allocation of scarce resources, where these limited resources should be allocated properly, and how the final goods and services is to be distributed among the various sections of the society. This is the problem of choice. Problem of choice is central to every economy, so it is also called main problem, or we can say central problem of every economy. And it can be classified into three parts: what to produce and in what quantity, how to produce these goods and services, and last but not the least, for whom to produce these goods and services. Students will discuss the central problems of economy in detail in our next discussion. Till then, use the resources in a rational way, because the resources are scarce. Thank you and have a nice day.